Alright, cool. I'm up early morning, man. Rising and grind, bro. Literally. So, man, like, this is an update about what I'm doing right now. About to check out the hotel. I've been there for 2 nights. About to go to my job that I've got fixed for 5 days. And I got plans in place. And all I can say is, when you do anything, you never know what come up. So it's about nothing's easy, right? So it's I don't know, man. It's just tough, innit? And I feel like, man, I got to be focused really on saving, even if it's small to start with. I got to focus on consistently being ready for this mortgage. And man, I think everything's going to work together. As soon as I hear back from the buses, that should be in the next week or two. I should be working with them hopefully, and everything's been simultaneous since I started. I feel like from I came here, I had that fixed job. I'm in the flat club, and then once I wasn't working next. I went straight to Yodel. Yodel. It's been good. I've kind of been back to back, but financially I haven't been. But it's just about making debts a priority. And obviously once I'm in a certain position, just work on that credit consistently. And yeah, man, it's a building block, man. Not gonna lie to you, man. So I've been paid today. Finally paid the fuel card off. Thank God, it's been almost 2 months. Um, but yeah, that's done. So yeah, man, just slowly getting there, man. I feel like now I'm doing this 5 days a week. I've just run into some, I wouldn't say problem. I just feel like people make the job. That's what I believe, So, I got to make sure I can keep this job, because Yoda was in there for 2 months. Nix was there for 2 months. I need to keep this running. The longest thing of running is flight club, but that is not enough. It's like 1, 2 bills a week. That's not doing anything. Like I said, I need to make sure I've got enough. I can cover at least my rent in my flat in London, at least. And then I think about utilities and everything else. But yeah, I've got everything in my head numbers wise. I'm fixated on this financial literacy. What can I call it? Formula of getting my net income, splitting out the 50, 30, 20, and then obviously thinking about how I'm gonna get a mortgage. I just changed up my plan. I'm gonna get two mortgages and then get a buy to let later on. That's how I'm gonna do it. Try and do it by the end of the year. I've got no savings. The goal was to save a grand a month. And obviously when I came here, I didn't wait, right? If you wait, what I'm saying is, if you wait on anybody to do anything that you want to do, you're gonna wait a lifetime. So what I'm saying is that I didn't want to wait. I wanted to take the risk, right, and leave my house unrented or no one in there because I thought to myself like, at the end of the day, bruv, it's my dreams, my life. I can't rely on you. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna be stuck same year, like doing the same thing. And this is what I want to. I want to change. So anyway, that fell through from the beginning. And then I kind of made it work. Worked. I was paying it. And then bam, lost my job. I was like, oh, what do I do? Then I was like working, got the van on the road. And the van had a problem. I was like, oh God. But think about me, I'm always finding exit plans. Every time I get frustration, I look at it as what can I do? I don't complain, I don't moan, because that isn't gonna change nothing, right? So that job wasn't ideal anyway, because you was getting paid £1 a drop, you was driving all day, right? You're driving all day, you was paying money, like it was a lot. Like if you was to work and do that full time, you'd have to work for a company directly because that money is nothing full time, is what I'm saying. But I give thanks because at the end of the day, I had nothing after next. So that just tied me over. That just about gave me money. Because if I have no way of making money, I'm actually done. That's just a fact. So even when I left Yodel, all right, or they let me go, let's be real. But like once they done that, I was like, oh, what do I do? But I'm always looking for exit plans. So it's like simultaneously, it just happened that Yodel, right, let me go straight away. Jumped into the buses. The buses were hiring instantly. They put me straight in their vetting thing. And I done everything I need to do. So now it takes say 6 weeks. Even Yodel said 6 weeks, and they got back to me in two. But just when they got back to me, it was just before. It's like everything was meant to happen, even if it's bad. That's what you have to think. You have to think this is happening for a reason. So it don't matter how bad it is. It don't matter what position it puts you in. It always works out in the end. That's how I look at everything in life, every problem. So anyway, once that happened now, I was like, cool, like, I'm jumping on the bus thing now, waiting for that now. And because I was applying for another security company, they've given me a solid 5 days. So that, even though it's small money and it's 5 days a week, and now the place is giving me a headache. They're too stressed. I don't know what the right word is. It's just too strict for a small little pub and they're paying you dead money. right? And obviously it's not their problem, and I get that I got to travel far to get there as well. It's another thing. I've got my vans, I'm getting buses, and you know, all of that stress, and I got to deal with this day to day. So I already know this job has an expiry date. What I do know is I need to make sure I'm prioritizing these debts and saving. I have to, because I'm still be in the same position. I believe in this line. If you don't control your finances, other people can control you. If you're broke and in debt and you need the job, people can treat you how they want. And you have to accept it. Because if you turn the other way, you'll be in a worse position. So even though yes, it's a headache day to day, it's a headache every time. But at the end of the day, they hold more power than you. Your thing is to get out of the situation as quick as possible, turn it around financially so you don't need them. So my thing in my head yesterday was, okay, cool. What's the maximum minimum I can stay in this job? I said 3 months. After 3 months, don't spend a penny. That's 3 bags. It's not a lot of peas, but it's more better position than I'm in today, right now. So if I do that, right, the plan is to get a two-bedroom flat mortgage and a two-bedroom house, two different areas. That's basically how I'm trying to pattern it by the end of the year. In terms of my mortgage broker and affordability and stuff. So I'm going to use one job for one mortgage, one job for the other, use different lenders. So I worked out the last couple of days. So this job is crucial. But if I've got problems from the minute I start, it's not going to last. So if I can say, cool, even if I have 3 months of 3 bags not in my account, the headache, mental health is way better than dealing with the nonsense. Traveling far and getting dead money is hard enough. I can't control people, and I don't want to be fighting and arguing with people. I do what I need to do. You know what I mean? So anyway, long story short, once the boss get back to me, I get trained, I get paid for that training, weekly pay, and then from then, by the end of the month, because that's my deadline. If I can't get something dead in the month, so I can at least pay the rent in London, it don't make sense. Because I can't, like I said, I can't lose the yard. So anyway, I'm just in between. So once I do the vetting, I've got the days free, which is good. I'll start my security job in the evening, and then I just sleep in the gym throughout the week to come back here and just stay here on my 1 to 2 days off. That's how I do it. So I'm just making sure that I'm, like I said, like focus on his finances and then just struggle, bruv. You have to struggle to success. That's it. There's no other way. No one's gonna come save you. No one's gonna make it easy. It is what it is. Just got to deal with it. That's how I look at life. So anyway, I'm just about to jump on the train because I'm always looking for opportunities. I've signed up to all these jobs on my van. Once my van's ready on the road, I'm already making money. So I see somebody when I was doing a job at the flight club. They work for an ice company, and I said, "No, you're looking for people." They go, "Yeah." I was like, "Yes." I rang the guy the other day. He's like, "Yeah, come down tomorrow." So I said, "Look, I'm literally just doing this video before I'm not even ready yet. Pack my bags, jump on the train, go and meet this guy, and see what job he's got for me. So at least if my van's on the road, I've got at least 3 to 4 options of ways I can make money on my own without needing the job. If I wanted to, I could just jump into it, but I need to put my head into it and focus on all of the side hustles, all of the incomes, all of the little jobs I can do. But anyway, this video is longer than I thought. I will be back with another video. I'll see you on the other side.